What if I told you everything that you desire was already here? Like, let's say you're broke and you want to 5x, 10x your income. You want a bunch more money. Seems like it's impossible, right? But what if I told you it was already here and it was already coming and it was actually way closer than you thought, and it was actually scientifically proven way for you to bring it into your life? Or maybe it's love, and for the last few years or maybe your whole life, you've never been able to attract your soulmate. It's just always the wrong relationships. So maybe you've kind of given up. What if there was a way to bend reality and the science behind it? In this video, I'm going to break down exactly step by step how you can scientifically bend reality to get what you want quicker, faster, and easier. And I'm going to give you all the proof to do it, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it. In a second, I'm going to bring you over to my presentation board, break the whole thing down. But first, I want to welcome you back to the channel. If you're a returner, if you're new here, thanks for coming back. I'm Jake with JakeDucey.com. If you are ready to start to bring everything you desire in your life, give me a comment down below that says, I'm ready to create. If you haven't yet, I have a free success hypnosis at jakeshypnosis.com. It is pinned as the top comment in the comment section, where you can click the link in the description, or there's a pop-up right here. You can click that as well, or go to jakeshypnosis.com. It's my free success hypnosis to reprogram your subconscious mind to eliminate old negative childhood programming that you inherited from the world that is stopping you from attracting what you want. And if you reprogram it, you could turn your subconscious into a magnet to get what you want quicker, faster, and easier. All you got to do is just listen to this for a couple minutes a day. So you can click right over there or go to jakeshypnosis.com. Let's dive right into it. All right, my friend, the first step, everything you desire already exists. And this is proven by science, the observer effect, and the wave-particle duality. Observer effect and wave-particle duality. So the money you want, the love you want, the house you want, the job you want, the health you want, anything you want is energy. Everything is energy. Even my hand, even this board, even the computer or the phone you're watching on, everything is energy. The energy that you cannot see already exists, but it exists with non-physical properties in the quantum field, which is an invisible field of potential energy that's all around us. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can tap into that to bend space and time and get what you want in your life, even when it doesn't look like it's coming. And this all comes to the observer effect. The easiest way to understand the observer effect is through visuals. On this first one here, it says, not looking. So this is my attempt at drawing you or I. X's meaning not looking. These little three lines, our sight is going that way. When you are not looking, all energy is a wave, non-physical wave spread out across space and time, meaning it is not in this room right now. We cannot see it. It is beyond the spectrum of visible light. Well, what scientists found through the observer effect is when you are looking, big eyes looking at, you are looking, this becomes this, a particle localized in space and time. It becomes an event in space and time. That's why it's called the wave-particle duality. So the smallest particles that make up atoms, called subatomic particle, then atoms make up all of our matter, all the mass of this world, everything that you want, the house you want, the car you want, the money you want, the soulmate you want, the life you want. It's all made up of energy, which is made up of subatomic particles, which is made up of atoms, which eventually creates these big appearances of a house, a car, your body, my body. But it all starts with waves of energy that get collapsed into localized, specific events in space and time. They become from energy to matter through looking. which is why it's called the observer effect. Albert Einstein called this the spooky science, because sometimes waves of energy would disappear and sometimes they would be real particles that you could see based off of the observation of that energy, which is why it's called the observer effect. So when I say everything that you want already exists, it's true because everything is energy and energy is never created or destroyed. All the energy that ever was and ever will be is 100% evenly present at all places at all times. The way that you bring it into reality is through looking, through observation. But what happens is everything is two things: what you want and the absence of what you want. So you want money and you go, Jake, this is easy to understand, but this is BS. This no way it's this easy, even though it's easy to understand, is because everything's two things. It's the money and the absence of money. You want money, you want love, you want the job, you want the house, you want that thing, you have that wish, that goal, that dream. You know what you want, but your thoughts are not looking. You want money, but your identity is, I am broke, I don't have money. You're noticing the fact that the money isn't here. You want love, but you're noticing the fact that your soulmate isn't here. I'll always be alone. All the good guys are gone. I guess I'll be single forever. You know what I mean, right? We do that all the time because our thoughts are reactions to our environment. So everything's two things. We want something, but our consciousness is habitually focused on its absence. Via the observer effect, we are not looking. So what we want continually eludes us. Once we harmonize our desires with our thoughts, meaning I already have it. When I had 2,000 YouTube subscribers, I would freaking practice having 1 million, which I'm almost at. I would literally jump up and down on my couch and do this thing with my wife that we called oogling, where we would go on a walk and run around and pretend my videos went viral and I was a millionaire even though I wasn't. And I'd be like, oh my God, do you remember when this happened? And now my channel went viral, my books got translated, and I'm a millionaire. I would do it out loud. What was I doing? I had my desire, but then I harmonized my thoughts with it. So I started looking or observing, which turned it from an invisible wave of an impossibility into a particle. I bent space and time to bring it into reality, but most people are focused on the absence. And this is why I'm so big on success hypnosis. I have a free success hypnosis. It's jakeshypnosis.com. You can click right here in the corner. You can go to jakeshypnosis.com or click the link in the description and pin to the comments right there down below. About 1 million people from all over the world have used it. It's free. All you need to do is listen to it for like 2 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day. It doesn't matter the time. What matters is you do it every single day because it's training your subconscious to habitually look for your desire. So now you don't want something, but you're habitually focused on its absence. Now you want it, but you're already in harmony with it. In your emotions, in your nervous system, you're already there. It's already there even though you can't see it. And that's what turns it into a non-physical energy outside of third dimension. And that's what brings it into this reality. It's free to use. You can click right there down below. And now let's come full circle on how you can bend space and time for money, for love, for anything that you want. Now, the next step is from Albert Einstein. He showed us E equals mc squared, right? Well, E is energy, M is mass or matter, C is the speed of light squared. All the reality that looks physical, like this pen right here, this is just energy that is moving at the speed of light, so it looks like a solid object, but it's not a solid object at all. It's actually full of particles and atoms, which are 99.9% empty space. It's just moving so quickly it looks like it's solid. So energy equals mass, matter squared. So think of M as matter or physical world, the thing you want. So let's say that you want money. Energy is your consciousness, your emotions, your behaviors, your directed thought. So let's say you want money. First of all, this equals it. So this is a revolving door. Energy becomes physical matter or mass, and it moves in a circle. So let's say you want more money. Here's how it would work. You need new energy. So here's you here. You've got your desire. You really want money. Now you're focused on it. You're reprogramming your mind. You're dwelling in that possibility already. What happens? So you are looking. And new energy. So what happens here? It becomes a particle. The money becomes physical because you are observing it. You are not thinking of your desire. You want money, but you're focused on the absence of it. You've now harmonized. There's no separation between what you want and the absence of what you want. You've harmonized it. So what you've done is you've taken energy from the quantum field and you've turned it into physical matter via the cycle of the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Energy is never created or destroyed. It only manifests itself into new forms. So the key to do this whole thing comes down to where your subconscious mind is programmed, because that controls 95% of your life. If you can reprogram your subconscious mind, the money you want, the love you want, your desires, you will automatically be manipulating time and space via the observer effect, the wave-particle duality, where you're taking waves of energy that are not in the spectrum of visible light and you're bringing them into reality. And that's why Neville Goddard always said, creation is finished, which is in the Bible, right? It says that right away. It's kind of a weird thing to say. Creation is finished. What the heck does that mean? Well, creation is finished because all the energy that ever was and ever will be already exists. It's finished. It just exists as potential energy back in a wave state. So you aren't creating it. It already exists. What you're doing is manifesting it, which is changing the state from non-physical waves of energy into particles, into matter. That's mind over matter. Creation is finished. What you want already exists. It's seeking you. You just go into harmonious vibration with it. You're already connected to everything that you want, everything that you desire. You just have to get on the same frequency. So what I encourage you to do is practice a frequency exercise for the next 21 days. What I started to do when I was 20 years old and broke is I had this routine. I would listen to my success hypnosis while I would free write in the present tense as if I was journaling. But instead of writing about like, today I had a bad day, I really want this thing, I would write like, dear journal, today my YouTube channel went viral and I just made $10,000 unexpectedly. So I'm seeing it while I'm writing it, I'm hearing it from the success hypnosis, and I do that until I'm so engaged. Once I feel that shift of energy, I read that paper out loud. And when I read it out loud, I act it out as if I'm there. That's what shifts the energy, and it brings it into reality. You can do this for 21 days. It takes 5 minutes maximum. So get my free success hypnosis, jakeshypnosis.com, pinned to the description and in the comments right there down below. Test it on one specific thing that you want and watch what happens next.